Well, hello everyone, and welcome to week 8. So, some important announcements. One, we're going to be meeting this Wednesday from 6 to probably 7, maybe even a little earlier. It's just informational. I do need everyone to be there. I'm going to have a session tonight where I get some details about the 605 course and any of the dynamics. So I'll be sharing that with you guys on Wednesday night. The final project is due Friday. So remember that this Friday your project is due. That's everything put together. We'll talk about that in just a minute. And also your discussion question. So make sure that you look at your discussion question for week 8, and I'll talk about that as well here in a minute. But take a look at the discussion question, get your response in as soon as possible, and then your responses to your peers. So your instructor overview will be right here. Your readings are chapter 7 and 8, and make sure, remember that book is very detailed. It gives a lot of good information. It actually will help you in crafting your paragraphs. It'll help you with your revision. So it's good when you look at some of the comments that I've made, and looking at the rubric is really important. The rubric is what's going to give you the meat of what you need to have inside your paper, and it's important to be detailed. If you feel like sentence structure is like it isn't flowing well, or you're putting 3 people or 2 people's thoughts together and it just doesn't seem like it's blending well, which is some of the case in the projects, to make sure that you submit it to OWL and get the feedback. If there's grammar things, submit it to Grammarly, just so that you have a polished paper, so that when you move forward and the revisions that you make during your research, when you're actually doing that research project, will be easy, and it'll save you some time. So you've done a lot of good work this far, and I appreciate the communication, the flexibility. You guys have been great, so continue the hard work. But remember, don't stop now. Keep that momentum, and the collaboration is really important. So chapter 7 and 8, strategies for data analysis, and writing and disseminating the action research project. So here's the discussion for week 8. I'll share that with you right now, and it's just the next steps. As you move on to the next phase of the research process, what are the next steps considering your research roles? That's the intervention expert and the data analysis expert, to prepare for the implementation of your study. So remember, reading the chapter and stuff is going to give you those ideas, and along with when you're looking ahead at the research project that you're putting together in culmination, what are you going to be trying to accomplish here in 605? So reply no later than Wednesday by midnight, and then your 2 peers by Friday at midnight. Because remember, our class ends on Friday, and I will have your grades back to you by Sunday evening, and then we start over again that very next week. So I do have the same group, and I'm thankful for that. So let me know if you have any questions in that regard. So back to week 8. Again, you have your live session, 6 o'clock. We will do the Hollywood Squares. We'll all meet together. I'm not going to split it up because it is mostly informational. So here is the collaborative capstone project proposal. So this is at the very end. I want to make sure that you take a look at this, what the proposal will include, the title page, chapter 1, revisions, chapter 2, with the revisions, chapter 3. Make sure you have your 20 to 30 references. If you do not, you need to have 20 to 30 references, or this is going to go nowhere, and it will be the grade in your course. So I want you to make sure that you get those things fixed. Appendices need to be there. That's your any of the appendices that are required from the IRB application, your surveys, or research, any of those things will be there. Not research, I'm sorry, your data analysis. So taking a look, it's about 40 to 50 pages. Make sure that you're using APA, make sure that you're connecting to that. And then go through this checklist. Is your paper free of spelling and grammatical errors? Make sure your paragraphs aren't super long paragraphs, that you're breaking them up in thoughtful areas or strategic areas. 12-point font, Times New Roman, make sure that it is. Do you use margins 1.5 left and 1 for the other side? So just making sure that you have everything within the guidelines of APA, and this checklist will certainly help you. So on another note, I did give every group back their IRB applications. So it is super, super important that you get those back to me even tonight, so that I can submit them starting tonight, so we can get them approved and moving forward to the 605 course. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Again, The IRB application is the first on your list. Make those revisions. Some of them are just as simple as checking the right box, getting the right signature in the right place, and then rescanning them. And scan them in PDF so that they look good. We want the applications to look nice, and there should be no issues. Like I said, reach out to me by text, by phone, by email, and I'll be glad to get back to you. And look forward to this final week with you guys, although we will be rolling over into 605 and we get to collaborate, coordinate with each other for the next 8 weeks. So have a great night, and we will see you on Wednesday. Bye.